This is TechWire.net joining you from the Government Mobility Conference in Sacramento, California. Today I'm joined by Paul Benedetto, the Undersecretary of Operations for the California Technology Agency. Paul, thank you for joining us.
Oh, pleasure to be here. Thank you.
So I hear you're the guy in charge of mobile applications at the California Technology Agency. Can you tell me a little bit about what the agency is doing with mobile applications and how you think it's going to change constituents' lives in California?
Actually, we're very excited about this. Carlos talked about it a little bit in his preamble a little earlier this morning. But the mobile apps, the first thing that we're doing is that we have developed some mobile apps at the technology agency, but what we really want to do, we want to start pushing the envelope. And we want to start working with our city and county partners, our federal partners, to develop as many mobile apps over the next 2 to 3 years, push it out to as many of our constituents as possible. So to get the benefit of not only mobile applications, but the ability to do business with Californian citizens. Really one of the big pushes that we have is the government to government, government to citizen, and our ability to do that would be phenomenal. An example, we want to start looking at a permit process, mobility apps for permit process, or parking, or 911 calls, like Carlos said with the RED project, or even more, maybe more importantly, road conditions on the highway. So these are all things we're doing. In addition to that, we're putting together a mobility business plan. Part of that mobility business plan will be to have a governance group where we're actually bringing in city and county representation, federal participation, and other state entities to help us govern and guide where we want to push these apps in the future. It's exciting. And in the next 2 or 3 years, we're hoping to have anywhere from 15 to 20 new apps out there.
This conference is all about mobile and handheld devices and government on the go. How do you see industry collaborating with the California Technology Agency to make that happen or to spread that?
Well, what we've done today, or a little bit this afternoon, we put together this template, this new mobility template. We're calling it 3.0, where the private sector and the public sector could come in and build apps based on our data wherever they want. So we're basically opening up Pandora's box to the public sector and the private sector to help us help them create apps that our citizens can use. We're also probably going to have them come in and help us as much as they can with our governance opportunities and help us look at what the trends are in mobile applications and developing mobile apps.
Secretary Ramos also talked about plug-and-play applications, so different government agencies through the California Technology Agency can essentially build a mobile app very easily. Can you discuss that process just so our viewers can understand how government is going to be able to innovate quickly in the mobile space?
I have something better. If they tune in at 1 o'clock, the two Scots, Adrian and Robert Meza, who's actually running all of our mobile applications, will show the public how to do this or how private citizens how to do this. One of the ways we're going to do plug and play is we're looking at a permit process where we will be able to, even better, we're looking at a travel process, or when you're on the loss for, I can't believe I'm losing myself. Where we're looking at travel restrictions or travel conditions, where we're going to be able to send from a geographical perspective that there's travel conditions in this area, and we're going to send it out to those individuals that have mobile apps. So if you're on I-5 at 8 o'clock and there's an accident on Foreign, you'll be able to see through the use of a mobile app, because we're going to send it to you, that don't go down to I-5. Here are the alternative courses. So we're going to have some GIS capabilities plugged into our mobility, so you kind of get an idea of location and location and location.
Well, it sounds like the California Technology Agency is really embracing Government 2.0, and I look forward to it, as does the rest of the TechWire team, seeing what happens.
Well, we're looking forward to pushing it out.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.